you're working a swatch of garter stitch and you look at the edge and it just doesn't look that nice. I'm going to show you how to do a nice smooth edge like this. And it's very easy to do. The only time that you don't want to do this is if you need to pick up stitches along the edge later on. But if you're doing a standalone piece like a scarf, slipping the first stitch makes a beautiful edge. Now we're going to slip that first stitch as if to purl. So we're going to go in this way, not as if to knit that way. So we'll slip it as if to purl. We bring the yarn to the back between the needles and then knit right across. Almost to the end here. When we get to the last stitch, it will be knit just like all the rest. The only one that is slipped is the very first stitch of the row. So in essence that stitch gets worked every other row because on the first stitch of the row it gets slipped as if to purl, take our yarn to the back, but then this stitch was slipped on the last row, it will get worked this row. Okay, here we are to the end. Remember this stitch was slipped on the previous row, but this row, since it's at the end of the row, will be knit. And that gives you a nice, pretty smooth edge as in comparison to this edge, which is not terrible, but it's not quite as pretty as the slip stitch edge. Now you've got another little knitting trick in your tool bag.